Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly reading. For this week, I'm using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, and I'm going to pull 6 cards. I'm pulling 6 cards because I'm doing another reading. I had a poll, somewhat of a poll on Facebook, and I asked everyone, anyone having love life issues, and I got a lot of responses. So I'm doing a love reading. It's a, full-length reading. It's not 3 cards, it's 6 cards. So I'm going to do another 6 cards. So it's a total of 12 cards this week, but this is just, I'm starting the general reading, and then after this, you can watch the reading that is just focusing on love and romance. Okay, I've already properly shuffled the cards, and I will be posting the angel message tomorrow on Sunday. I will post, upload something like a little text message on YouTube to tell you that it's available on my website, so you don't have to keep going back and forth. Okay, so let's get 6 cards. Just to see, what kind of energies are around for next week. We've already covered love and romance, but if it comes up again, then, it's something significant. We'll see. Okay, so the first card is Judgment. Justice. The Empress, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Coins, and the 8 of Swords. Ouch. Okay, these are some pretty straightforward messages down here. Oh, it just kind of seems like it really just seemed like Spirit is trying to make things right for us. I mean, there's a lot of positive energy right here with the Empress, and this is basically like what they're kind of dangling in front of us. They're telling us, like, this is what we're trying to bring into your life. This is why some things don't feel right now. This is why you're struggling. We're trying to make this happen. But it kind of seems like, especially down here, that we have to pay attention to the messages, and we have to cooperate in order to make this magic happen. And in this reading, the top row is all major arcana. Okay, so it's kind of an interesting synchronicity with the love reading, which I actually did first. Okay, let's go ahead and start with the first card. It's Judgment. And I like this card because it represents kind of being born again. And usually when this card comes up, it means that at some point in your life, you've really kind of had a really hard time. You've hit rock bottom, but you're making a comeback. You've decided that you're going to start over. Spirit is giving you a second chance to make things right. So if you feel that you've lost everything, or you feel like you went down the wrong path, you have a chance to make a different decision, follow a different path. Seeing it next to the Justice card is really like bringing this home. It's kind of like a similar energy. I mean, it's a different card, a similar energy, because with the Justice card, they're trying to wrong a right. So that is basically here. It means that in some way, maybe it wasn't you. Maybe you did not, make a wrong decision. Maybe you were dealt a bad hand in life. Like maybe you were the victim of someone else, or I mean, I hate to say anyone's a victim, but I feel like, maybe you had a tough situation going on, but Spirit is trying to make things right for you. That's the Justice card. They're trying to bring things back into balance. They're trying to get you out of this place where you kind of hit rock bottom. You're making a comeback now. So I feel like they're bringing, many positive opportunities to you, and all you have to do is embrace them. I feel like this is your time to finally be on top, because you've been at the bottom for long enough. Now, this is what they're trying to help you with. And for many of you, it could be different things, because the Empress represents positive energy in like so many different areas of life. She represents success. She represents financial stability. She represents a happy home life, children, marriage, all of that. So I feel like wherever it is that you feel, things have not been fair to you from the Justice card, maybe you have really been down and out from the Judgment card, this positive energy is here for you. They're telling you that it's not too late. You're going to have a second chance. However, we also have the 8 of Cups, and we literally like see this man, I guess he's a man, he's waving goodbye. And to me, that's what the Eight of Cups represents. It means that you finally let go of something. You finally realize that something's not working for you. It's not making you happy. And you leave a situation. You decide to disconnect. Seeing it next to the Five of Pentacles really brings it home. Kind of like the very straightforward message we have here. Like I said, the Judgment card next to the Justice card. To me, these cards have such a similar meaning of you're being given a second chance. They're basically giving you what you didn't receive the first time around. And that is the energy of the Empress, that abundance, that happiness, maybe that relationship, whatever it is. But there's something that you have to let go of. You finally have to say, this isn't working. Or maybe it's your emotions. You have to let go of something that's kind of really heavy and bringing you down. This means that, you know, this, whatever this heavy energy is, it has to go. And it is here again. Five of Coins. Like I said, such a similar energy. And if you look at this woman here, she just has this like look of extreme like poverty. She's basically like saying, please help me. And I feel like they're saying, we will help you. The help is up here with the Judgment card and the Justice. They're trying to make things right for you. And you're saying, please help me. So I feel like some of this represents like your prayers and your hopes. But they're also saying like help yourself as well. Help yourself by letting go of those things that you know are hurting you emotionally. Whatever those things represent for you. I mean, I can't help but look over here because we have the Eight of Swords. This tells me that you probably feel trapped in the situation here from the Five of Pentacles. Because the Five of Pentacles represents feeling poor. Whether you're feeling like financially, you know, financially poor, or you're feeling emotionally poor. You're feeling like you don't really have much love and affection in your life, and just kind of like looking for something, you know, to make you feel fulfilled. And they're wanting to give you that second chance up here. I mean, it's basically a crystal clear message, but it's also a crystal clear message down here that they want you to do some releasing, let go of something that's not bringing you happiness. And here, don't feel that you're trapped. Remember, the Eight of Swords just makes you feel like you can't leave a situation. It makes you feel like you're stuck, and you can actually come up with reasons why you can't leave your situation, but it's just the illusion of being trapped. So I feel like something's going on where you feel like you're trapped in a situation where you're not happy and you're struggling. I feel like it's more like emotional. Yes, for some people it may be financial. You're really like in a financial bind. But I feel like for a lot of people it's emotional. Especially because we have the Eight of Cups, which, you know, represents the suit of water, which are emotions. I feel like you may be feeling emotionally stranded. I almost want to say that's the feeling that I get. You feel like you really kind of need someone on your side, and they're telling you it's okay for you to move forward. Maybe you have to say goodbye to someone or a situation that's just bringing you down. There's abundance here. They're willing to make things right for you. Everything's going to fall into place, but it just seems like you have to kind of move out of an energy that's not healthy for you. It's not bringing you happiness, and here is your second chance at happiness and new opportunities. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the love reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the love reading. I'm using the Crystal Visions Tarot, and I'm going to pull 6 cards. So let's go ahead and get 6 and see what we have going on as far as love and romance right now. Okay, so the first card is Page of Cups, Nine of Swords, Knight of Wands, the Lovers, the Hermit, and the Magician. Okay, so it's interesting that the entire bottom row is major arcanas, including the Lovers card, which did come up for us 2 times last week in the general in a general reading. It was one of the daily readings, and I think even the weekend reading. And here it is again in our first love reading. So let me go ahead and take a look at these cards to see what they're trying to tell us about relationships this upcoming week. Seeing the Page of Cups as the first card, I feel like there has to be communication this week. Especially for those of you that are in a romantic relationship or you have a partner. To me, the pages represent communication, whether it's emails or phone calls or just kind of communicating with each other. I feel like there has to be communication in order to kind of get things out in the open. Especially with a card like the Nine of Swords next to it. I feel like there's some type of like fears that you have, perhaps about losing your partner, maybe disagreements. I feel like, a lot of anxiety coming from the Nine of Swords, which of course, represents our ego, and it represents things that are kind of really eating away at us. So there may be a past argument that you had with a partner and you haven't quite let it go. It's time to really discuss this and release. Now, for those who are single, I feel, the Page of Cups, I feel like this represents kind of being in that loving energy, being open to a romantic partner. The meaning doesn't change that much because this card is still here, the Nine of Swords. I feel like, the Page of Cups is saying, yes, your partner is out there. And I feel like for some of you, here it is, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is kind of like the ideal partner because he's almost like your knight in shining armor. The Knight of Wands is the one that kind of rides in on his horse, and he's literally on a horse. And he does all the right things, and he says all the right things, and he rescues you from drama and negativity right here. So I feel like you have to be in that loving energy. When I look at this card right here, it really does seem like she's like, really kind of meditating on her heart chakra and love and romance. So I feel like for those of you that are looking for a partner, really kind of tune into that energy and release any fears that you have, whether it's things from the past disappointments. Maybe you're afraid of opening your heart again. I see the partner here. Now, for those who are in relationships, I feel like, those of you that, because we have the Nine of Swords this week, I feel like, you had maybe a rough time in relationships. Maybe you're not communicating. I feel like, the energies are really positive, especially down here with the Lover's card again and the Magician, that you and your partner can be that perfect couple again. Everything can be right. As I said, the Knight of Wands kind of feels like a knight in shining armor, and he rescues you from all, all the negativity and the drama, and he kind of sweeps you off your feet. So I feel like relationships can be mended this week. And then down here, we have the Lover's card. So I feel like right now, I'll start off with those who are in a relationship. They're telling you that the relationship that you're in is solid. So it doesn't matter whether you're single and dating or you're dating casually. They're saying this relationship is significant. It's a major arcana, and it keeps coming up for us. So I feel like they're telling you have a good thing going. Because we have the Nine of Swords up here, it means that, something is not quite right. But this can be healed. Seeing the Hermit right next to the Lover's card tells me that you really need to do a lot of soul searching. Like before you actually kiss this person goodbye, because maybe you have a lot of fears coming up or you have a lot of doubts. Take some time alone to think before letting something go, letting something good go. The Hermit represents, being on your own and soul searching and finding true answers to all your questions. And then we have the Magician. So I feel like the Magician is telling you that your love life is going to be whatever you want it to be. So if you're really thinking in terms of, I want a strong, healthy, committed relationship, and we do have those cards this week, that energy is present, you can make that happen. Perhaps you can make it happen by really deciding that you're going to communicate with your partner. You're not going to keep things to yourself anymore. You're going to bring up, you're going to open up that can of worms. You're going to, talk about those things that are bothering you. Or if you're single, maybe, you really need to talk to someone else. You need to let someone know that, there's some things that you haven't forgotten from the past. Whatever it is, you're releasing it, but you're being proactive in your love life. And that's what the Magician is. He takes control. He makes the magic happen. And in this reading, the magic is love and romance. So even if things seem kind of, bleak for you right now, you're struggling with something where there's a lot of doubts and fears, know that you can heal this and you can move on. Okay, everyone, this has been your weekly reading. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again on Monday with the daily reading.